So let's start with our feet together. Pop those toes out wide and bring your heels back in line. From there, squeeze on the thighs, squeeze on the bum cheeks and roll your pelvis forward and backwards in that nice big range of movement. So sticking the bum out like a duck and pulling the hips up to the front. So keep rolling between those two extremes. Just feeling everything loosening up and stretching out. Good. Don't push through pain, just work up towards it and then change direction before you put yourself in any discomfort if you can. And then looking for the bit in the middle where everything is in alignment. So not sticking the bum out too far, not pulling the hips up too tight, that bit in the middle where everything feels like it's in the right place. You can use your fingers and thumbs to make a diamond and then place that diamond beneath your belly button and make sure it's not pointing behind or to the front. Once you've found that point, I want you to just relax the shoulders back. Place the hand to the rib cage, a hand to the tummy, shoulders back, close your eyes and relax. Take some nice deep breaths. Fully inflating the lungs and then pushing all the air back out again. Just try and keep your breathing relaxed, keep your mind free, and just think about what's going on underneath these hands as we take these breaths in and out. And then we're going to start to look for the tightness at the end of the exhale. So nice deep breath in. Keep your eyes closed if you want to, or you can keep them open. Deep breath out. Deep breath in again. And deep breath out. And pull them tummy muscles towards your spine. So you're feeling this tightness in the abdominal area, holding onto it. And when you can keep breathing, holding onto it. So smaller breaths, I want you to just relax the arms down. If you can't find it yet, have a few more tries before you move on any further. When you're happy, relax those shoulders back. And then we're going to move on to the neck. So start to look from side to side, over each shoulder. Keep breathing. And just working through any crackles, crunches and creaks. As long as you don't feel sharp pain, that's absolutely fine. Last ones. Then come back to the middle, chin to the chest, then head to the rear. So nice big range of movement. Keep that jaw relaxed. And then finishing off to the rear and bring your head back to the center. Then we're taking the ear down to the shoulder. On each side again, just rolling from side to side. Don't go too fast. And just feeling that stretching down the side of the neck. Keeping the tummy muscles tight, still squeezing the thighs and squeezing those bum cheeks. Well done. And then make yourself even. Bring it back to the middle. Then we're going to take it over to one shoulder and draw semicircles on the chest with the chin from shoulder to shoulder. So nice big range of movement. All the way around and all the way back. Relax that jaw. Just feeling crackles and crunches releasing. And then bring it back to where you started and let your eyes reset. Good. Then chin to the chest, half circle out to one side and bring it back. Same again on the other side, a half circle out and back. Half out, half back. Out and back. And one more each side. Take it out and take it back. Same on the other side, take it out, take it back in, And then bring your head back to the middle, let your eyes reset. We're going to go all the way to the rear. And we're going for full circles all the way round. And all the way back in. Nice and big, nice and slow. All the way out. And all the way back. Keep them shoulders back, that chest open. One more each way, take it out. And take it back in. Then bring your eyes back to the middle, let them reset and roll those shoulders forward. So this is just all about getting everything moving before we put any strain on the body. So nice big range of movement, roll those shoulders forward and back. Open up the upper back as you roll the shoulders forward, and then open up the chest as you roll them back. So opening it up, squeezing the tummy, nice big range of movement. That's lovely. Then we're going to pop up into the prayer pose and rotate that upper body round from side to side. So all the way around and all the way back. Squeeze those abdominals nice and tight, squeeze those bum cheeks and squeeze those thighs. Keep breathing. And make yourself even. And come back to the center, relax the arms down again, quick roll with the shoulders, and let's go down to that pelvis again. So like we did at the beginning, we're just going to go back to those pelvic tilts. So forward and back, nice big range of movement, keeping the tummy muscles engaged, squeezing those bum cheeks all the way back and all the way forward. That's good. Head up, neck in line with the spine, and just keep breathing. That's super. Then coming back to the bit in the middle where it all feels like it's in the right place, and we're going to move down to the legs. So we're going to bring one leg up. We're going to hold that balance there, squeeze those tummy muscles, and then we're controlling it down and changing sides. So the other leg comes up, the tummy muscles stay engaged, and then we take it down and onto the other side. Good. So keep squeezing that core. Transition the leg up and slowly back down. Super. Just feeling the ankles, just compensating for that change of gravity, that center of gravity moving. And then bring it back to the middle once you're even and give those legs a pedal. We're going to go for the glutes this time, so hands on the bum cheeks. We're going to flex the heel and squeeze the leg to the rear. Same on the other side. Flex the heel, squeeze backwards. So I'm going to stand sideways on. So squeeze back and carefully in. Don't need to hold for too long. We just want to make sure we feel that muscle switch on. Notice I'm not bending my knees. The tummy muscles are tight. And I'm trying to keep my back straight. I don't want, let me tighten my t-shirt again. I don't want my back to go like that. So it's just a small movement, squeezing back, keeping that neutral spine. Oopsie daisy. And then again, just pedal the legs out. If you're starting to get a bit wobbly, just have a bit of a shake off and relax. Let's move back up the body for a second. So take your hands up to the sky. Take your chin down to your chest. Squeeze your thighs, your bum and your tummy, and start to roll that spine forward, one disc at a time. Slow and controlled, all the way down to the ground or to where you can. So feeling those legs lengthen, let the arms hang low and just breathe. And then slowly peeling back up again. So sliding those hands up the legs, peeling back up to the center, reaching up to the sky and extending those hands to the rear and the spine. Same again, let's go forward. All the way over, slide it down. Hold the stretch when you find it, keep breathing. And then slowly peel up again. Oops. Reach up, release that back, stretch those tummy muscles. And then we're going to go to the sides. So take it over to one side, stretching down the side of the body, and then transition over to do the same on the other side. So we're not holding for too long on these first ones. but then we're making it a little bit bigger each time. So going forward, reaching down towards your knee, reaching over with this top arm, and again on the other side. So reach down, reach over, stretch and breathe. Perfect. Come back to the center, bring your hands down. Again, roll out that back. Nice big range of movement, feel that release, and just breathe. Come back to the middle. Tummy muscles engaged still, thighs switched on, glutes switched on. Let's move back down the body to the feet. Shoulders back, chest open, lift up those toes. Give them a wiggle. And then tap them down to the floor. Perfect. So nice big taps or presses into the ground, up and down, and then relax. Just start to bring your weight onto your toes a little bit. See my ankles, just again compensating because I'm making it harder to balance, harder for the core, harder for the ankles, making more muscles work just by changing that position, making it harder to balance, taking away stability, and then trying to make that movement a little bit bigger each time. That's good. And then finish off there when you're even, and then we're going to roll outside edges of the feet, feeling that stretch down the outside of the ankles, maybe in the arch of the foot as well, and then rolling onto the insides. Don't worry about any clicking, but if it does grind and crunch and it feels horrible and doesn't make you feel very good, please don't do this one. So keep going outside, inside, outside, inside. Super. Last few. Trying to stretch a little bit further. And then back to those flat feet, pedal out those legs, give it all a nice shake off. Okay, let's get our adductors working and our abductors, so the inner and the outer thigh. So we're going to put the hands on the hips. You can just relax your hands down if you prefer. You can put them up in the air if you really want to, whatever works for you. And we're taking the weight off of one leg. I'm going to flex the heel because then it tucks the toes out of the way. If you point the toes, you're going to have to move the leg further forward. Where that heel flexed, you can keep it nice and close to the body. Then we're going to abduct the leg to the side. So the outer thigh, the abductor is working. And then we're going to bring that leg across the body, not too far forward. And then the adductor is working. So let's do another 5 of those, so 6 in total. So this is 2. Squeeze your tummy. 3. Keep breathing. 4. 5. And one more. 6. Good. Back to the middle. Give those legs a pedal. You probably felt the supporting leg working, maybe even more than the leg that was moving. That's normal. Change legs, same again. Hands on the hips, flex the heel. Take your leg up to the side as far as you can without losing your balance, and slowly transition it across the front of the body. Try and keep your toes pointing forward. Just fight in those wobbles, and then bring it back up for number 2. Touch on if you lose your balance. Breathe, that's number 3. Very wobbly on this leg. This is my weak side. 4. 5. Almost there. And 6. Well done. Come back to the center. Apologies if my wobbling put you off. Give those legs a pedal and just relax. Then we're going to come to the end of the mat, popping your heels over the end, hands on the thighs, chin on chest. And we're sliding the hands down the legs, all the way down, walking out on those hands. Hold that plank position then, and control the body down to the mat. Little bit of work on the arms, and then we're popping the forearms onto the floor. We're sinking the hips down, we're taking the head back. So feel that stretch in the tummy muscles, and just breathe. Then we're going to bring the hands back a little bit. We're going to dig in the toes, and we're going to roll back into our child's pose. So lengthen the spine, open up them shoulders, and just breathe. Then we're going to make them 2 movements flow together. So bring the hands forward, roll the hips down, take the shoulders and head back, roll back into your child's pose. So forward. Nice and slowly, don't push into any points of pain. Roll back into child's pose. Just keep it going. Just let the movements flow into each other and keep breathing. Last one. And roll backwards. And then we're going to come over onto our backs. So I'm going to take you straight down onto the mat today. Sit straight down onto your back. So just nice and controlled. Body's nice and long. Stretch it out long. And breathe. And we're going to bring the hands forward to make this first one a little bit easier. Flex your heels outwards, point your toes to the sky, chin to the chest, and we're sliding up nice and controlled, coming up tall, straightening out that back and tilting towards those toes. Then we're going to come back to the upright. We're going to pull back with that bow and arrow, take it down towards the floor and come back up to center. Bow and arrow on the other side. Open the chest, squeeze the shoulders together, coming back to the upright, into that hamstring stretch, and then we're going down. So it's a bit of an abs combo with the hamstrings thrown in. Chin to the chest, curl the spine down. Take your time, make it as hard as you want it, make it easier if you start to struggle. Stretch it out long at the bottom. Easy or hard this time on the roll up, you decide. Deep breath in. And slide it nice and high, good. To the middle with the arms, tilt at the hip, touch those toes or reach for those toes, and then the bow and arrow comes back. Come back up to the middle, bow and arrow back to the other side. Squeeze back to center, take those hands high, chin to chest, roll down. Nice and steady, stretch backwards and exhale and roll up, good. Hands down, tilt to toes, stretch your hamstrings. Pull back with your bow and arrow. Slide up, pull back again. Slide up and relax those arms, roll out those shoulders. This time take the hands out to the side, palms to floor, and we're rotating round to one side, perfect. Look to the far hand, so look behind you, coming back to the middle, and then taking the other hand to the rear. So rotate, squeeze, and breathe. Come back to the middle, palms to the sky, same again. You may find that this just creates a little bit of tension, maybe from the elbow and up the arm. Just go with it, hold it as if it's comfortable, but if it's too much, change your hand position. To the other side. And then center, hands to sky, chin to chest, and slower on this roll back. Squeeze that core, keep breathing. Stretch out long, lengthen the arms and legs, point those toes, and then squeeze up tight like a ball. Rest your head down, push those knees away. Hands to pec deck position. And we'll open into the side, squeeze into the middle. That's good. Keep alternating which leg, and both arms go wide. Exhale out, inhale in, that's perfect. Squeeze those tummy muscles, big range of movement. All the way out, all the way back. Last one, make yourself even, come to center, release the knees, and then push those feet down to the floor. Take a stable base, or if you want the challenge, take a more unstable base with the feet together. Hands to bum cheeks, scoop, lift, and roll those hips up slowly. Feel the stretch through the front of your thighs. Breathe. Then fighting gravity all the way back down. Those bum cheeks are tight, and we're slowly squeezing downwards. Hover, bring the arms over, and then take a nice big inhale, scoop, lift, and roll it up again. Hold that position. Fight gravity down.
3 more of these. Squeeze that core, squeeze that bum, squeeze that pelvic floor. 2 more. Exhale through that lift. Inhale as you lower. And 1 more. Squeeze your bum cheeks, control it down. Hover. Bring the hands over. And rest into the ground. Squeeze those knees into chest. Well done. Give your back a nice release. Push those knees away. Pec deck arms out to the side. Squeeze it in. Nice big range of movement. Not too fast. Push them knees away if they're creeping. Brace those abdominals. And keep working hard. That's perfect. Lovely work. Last ones, 1 more each side. Squeeze that core. Back to the center. Squeeze those knees. This time, feet to the ground. Keep them together. Take those knees out wide. And we're going to bridge from there. So already you're probably feeling those inner thighs that we've just been working, just stretching and feeling that tension actually releasing or feeling that tension there because of the stretched position we're in. Hands by your sides, scoop, lift, roll the hips and squeeze the bum cheeks. Look how unstable it is. I'm wobbling from side to side. Take your time with these. Take a release whenever you need it. Control it down. We're just going for the 5 again. Inhale and then exhale up. Try and keep those knees pushed wide. Control it down. Number 2. Squeeze those tummy muscles. Well done. Then 3. If you're sliding off your mat, bring yourself back in. Bring it back down. Then 4. Nice and slow. Well done. And 5. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your tummy. Feel that shudder. Feel how much more challenging it is. Hold, control it down. Hold the tight muscles, bring the arms over. I'm hovering. And then relax and squeeze those knees into your chest. That's perfect. Good job. Just feeling that lower back release. Give it a roll if you need to. Super work. We're going to come on to our side next. We haven't done these ones in a while. It used to be one of my favorites. So stretch your arm out long. Rest your head on your bicep like a pillow. So if you like a challenge, you want to have those arms both together. We want the hips stacked on top of each other, the knees together, and the heels flexed. If that is a bit too tricky for you, bring this hand over. If you still find yourself wobbling, bring it down to the ground. Okay, so point the toes to start with. Take a deep breath in, and we're going to go for 5 reps per position. So it's the toe point, heel flex, toe down, heel up, toe up, heel down. Take a deep breath in and exhale and lift with that toe pointed. Number 2, squeeze your tummy, squeeze your bum, squeeze your thigh. 3, 4, and 5. That's lovely. Then flex your heel. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that heel flexed. And 5. Slowly down. Fighting gravity. Then change. Take that toe down, heel up. So 1. Squeeze your tummy. Exhale up. Inhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Again, control it down. Start to feel those muscles waking up. Toe up, heel down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Keep that pace. Keep that range of movement. Steph's lost count. Let's call that one 5. Slowly down. Bend the knee to the front and feel that heel, that hip and that glute all stretching and releasing. Well done. Okay, so you guys can just roll over if you want to, or if you want to be facing the screen still, do a complete 180 with me. Again, head onto the pillow, onto the bicep like a pillow. Hand out to the side, hand to the front, or hand above your head, whatever works for you. Point those toes. One side may be more wobbly as well, so you may need to make it easier. Just do what you need to do. Deep breath in and exhale and lift. Good. Nice and slowly on the down. 2, 3. Squeeze that core. 4 and 5. Amazing. Flex the heel. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Super. Toe to the ground, heel to the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Perfect. And toe to the sky, heel to the ground for 1, 2, 3, squeeze, 4 and 5. Well done. Control it down, then bend that knee to the front, feel that hip release and stretch that glute. Well done. That was nice. Okay, when you're happy, we're on to our belly. So we're going to work our glutes both together now, the main part of the glutes. So hands to the front, nose to your mat, and we're going to squeeze backwards from this V shape, these wide arms, up into a W shape with the arms. So we're squeezing the bum cheeks as we lift, and we work on the shoulders. We're squeezing the shoulder blades together, pushing out the chest. Control it down and squeeze it up. If that's too much, chest stays down, and we're just working those shoulders. So you choose which progression works best for you. Nice big range of movement. Exhale up, inhale down, squeeze that bum tighter. Lovely. Last couple. And last one. Hold and slowly down. Roll back to child's pose, release those glutes. Stretch out that back, lengthen your spine, open your shoulders and breathe. Okay, let's go back onto our side. So we're going to do another set of those leg lifts. So head onto your bicep like a pillow. We're starting on the side we just finished on. So the other side gets a longer rest this time. Point those toes, squeeze that core, put your hand wherever you're most comfortable. You can put it to the ground, there's nothing wrong with that. Then take a deep breath in and exhale and lift. Slowly down. 2, don't rush. 3, 4, and 5. Try to match that range of movement on each rep. Flex that heel. 1. Try not to let the hips roll. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lovely. Toe to the ground, heel to the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Toe to the sky, heel to the ground. Last 5. 1. Might feel a bit more feisty this time. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Slowly control it down. Bend that knee to the front. Feel the hip and the glute release and breathe. Change sides, roll over. Lengthen the legs the other way. Lengthen that arm. Head on your bicep like a pillow. Stack those hips, switch on that core. And same again, toes pointed, deep breath in. And exhale and lift. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Control it down. Flex that heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. Toe to the ground, heel to the sky. 1, 2, watch those hips. 3, don't let them roll. 4, and 5. Slowly down, toes to the sky, heel to the ground. Last 5. 1, 2, 3. Exhale on the lift. 4, and 5. Slowly down. Bend that knee to the front. Feel that hip and that glute. Release. Well done. Okay, back onto your belly. Stretch out those arms back to those VWs. Nose to the mat. Inhale before you start. Exhale as you lift, squeeze those bum cheeks, push out your chest, and just let your head come up naturally. Don't try and look up to the sky, and don't try and keep looking back. Control it down. Exhale up. Inhale down, fighting gravity, still clenching those bum cheeks. That's nice, squeeze them tighter. Squeeze your tummy muscles, squeeze your bum, squeeze your shoulders. Last one. Stretch, sorry, it's not stretch, fight gravity all the way down. And roll back, dig those toes in, into that child's pose. Good work. And then roll forward into that swan dive again. Sink the hips down, take your head back. And roll back. Good. And forwards. And backwards. And then roll onto the belly. Take hold of one foot, rest your head on your hand like a pillow. And push those hips towards the floor to stretch off the thigh. And then slowly release, roll it towards the floor and change sides. Then relax that leg down. Bring yourself up onto all fours. Knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. And we're going to cat-cow. So lift the spine, drop the head, and then lower the belly, lift the head. Try and stretch the shoulders, tummy muscles. Last ones. And come back to neutral spine. Take one hand up to the sky and then thread through like a needle and hold. And then open it back up to the sky, and then change arms. So same again, you're going to bring the other arm to the floor, up to the sky with the other, and then thread through like a needle and hold. That's lovely, and slowly release, stretch up to the sky, roll your hand back down and back into cat-cow. Just for a few. Back to your neutral spine, and then we're going to take ourselves back onto our backs. Roll yourself backwards, and then bring the knees up, scarecrow arms, roll those hips to one side. So stack your hips on top of each other, stack your knees, and we've got that lovely open chest. So you may feel a stretch already before we go any further. If you do, just hold and breathe for a second. Then we're going to close the chest. Bring those palms together, then open, and again, so 2, we're going up to 5, so every time the hands touch is another 1, 3, follow that moving arm with your eyes, 4, and 5, then draw a semicircle above your head, a rainbow, all the way over and out. So that's 1. Bring it back in. 2, make it bigger. 3. 4. And 5. Trace it back in, and then relax and change sides. So you can just roll your legs over. If you want to keep facing this way, do the complete 180 with me again. So we're starting off, we're rolling those hips over to one side. I'm doing it very awkwardly today. So knees, right, let's just start on the side. So knees together, hips stacked, 90-degree bend at the knee, arm out to the front and arm out to the rear. Again, you might feel a stretch there before we go any further. Hold it if you do. Upper body should be nice and long. And we're going to close for 5. So 1, follow that moving arm with your eyes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then draw a rainbow above the head all the way out and all the way back, stretching out those arms. Number 2, and back in. 3, 4, and 5. So all the way out, lengthen those arms, open the chest and draw it back in. Coming back to the center, relax, and then we're going to roll onto our belly, hands underneath the shoulders, dig in those toes, and we're pushing upwards into our plank. So hold your body there, nose to the floor, walk those hands in, watch those clicky shoulders if you've got them like me, hands to your feet. Don't worry if you need to bend in, this looks terrible today. Bring the arms down and slowly peel up. Reach up to the sky, extend your spine to the rear, and then we're going to roll out that pelvis. So sit your bum out like a duck and pull your hips up to the front. Nice big range of movement. That's good. And then back to the middle. Then we're coming into that prayer pose. Chest open, shoulders back, side to side. Hips stay forward, remember.
And back to center, good. Relax those arms down, roll out those shoulders. Let's try and get rid of any tension. Roll them backwards. Let's take that step further by going into a shoulder stretch. So hand comes up across the body, pull it in above or below, but not on the elbow. And look over the shoulder, you're stretching away from your hands. Squeeze your thighs, bum and tummy. And then slowly release, change sides. And slowly release. Give those shoulders a roll out. Then we're taking the hands up and out to the front. Open up that upper back, hold and breathe. Squeeze your thighs, bum and tummy. And then take the hands up to the sky. Hold and breathe there. And then hands down to the rear. Push up with the arms, out with the chest. And slowly down. Roll out the shoulders. And give it a nice shake off. Okay, hands underneath your feet underneath your hips. So bring them back together if you need to. Toes out to the side, heels back in line. And then we're moving back onto that neck to finish. So shoulders back, chest open, looking from side to side. So a nice big range of movement. Squeeze your tummy, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your bum. And then coming back to the middle, taking it over to that first shoulder, fingertips to jaw, bring it round a bit further. Keep the chest open. And then slowly round to the other side, same again. And back to the middle. Ear to shoulder, bring it over. And changing sides, same again. Keep breathing. And back to the center. Just roll that head from shoulder to shoulder, just to loosen and relax from that stretch. Then back to the middle, chin to the chest, head to the rear. Bring your chin to the chest and start the half circles out on each side. Relax that jaw and keep changing sides. Then bring your head to the middle, over to one shoulder and draw those semicircles on the chest. Make sure you're even, one more each way. And then head back to the middle and to the rear. And 3 big circles out and back, all the way around this time. So the shoulders stay back, the chest stays open, that's 1. Then bring it back in. 2. And back in. 3. And back in. And back to the middle, let your eyes reset. Quick roll of the shoulders in either direction. And that's all done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. See you again soon.